I'm Rita Crandall and this is V-Bite, and today I decided to take a field trip. Not too long ago, maybe 4 months ago, 5 months ago, the Museum of Death opened here in New Orleans, and I was just driving by and noticed it, and I've been wanting to go there and introduce myself. So I went today, and I also had done some research and found out that there was an original Museum of Death in Los Angeles, and it's still there. And so today I found out that the brother of the gentleman who has the original Museum of Death asked his brother to open something up here in New Orleans, and sure enough, he came, and it's quite nice. It's quite large and really nicely presented. I didn't know what to expect, and so it's $15 to get in. And let me see, it says here, the Museum of Death is a self-guided tour lasting approximately 45 minutes to an hour. But those who can stomach it, stay as long as they like. The movies run for hours, and they have Faces of Death in there, and documentaries on different serial killers. So when I went in, I liked that they had some skeletons and things and different letters from serial killers that were kind of interesting to read, to kind of see where they were coming from. They had a picture of Nicole Kidman after her murder, and that's the first time I'd actually seen that. I was actually in Los Angeles when that happened. In fact, they came looking in our office for OJ because we were in Pacific Palisades, and they were scanning the entire area. I'll never forget, my friend Regan worked with us, and she said that now that he's a fugitive, and they just came running in looking for him, and I couldn't believe it. Anyway, we were glued to the TV as everybody else was. But I also had spent a day on the beach with my friend Lori in 1982, right after OJ and Nicole got married. And so I didn't really need to see the picture of her throat cut out. It was pretty graphic and disturbing. There was also a picture, several pictures of Cheryl Tate, because they have a pretty large Charles Manson display. And my father had sold the car to Cheryl Tate just before that happened. He was a car salesman in Los Angeles at the time. And I'll never forget, it really bothered him. He said she was a beautiful girl and very nice, and think that she was pregnant at the time, just awful. So they had some really graphic pictures of her, and I didn't like that. I mean, it's good that they have it because that's what people go there to see. But personally, it was very disturbing for me, which I guess it was supposed to do. Let's see here. Let me read this, what they have on their website. The world-famous Museum of Death was founded in June 1995, originally located in San Diego's first mortuary in a building once owned by Wyatt Earp. And the owner here told me that they didn't even know that. They found that out after they opened it there. What a cool find, Anyway, evolving from the controversial art gallery, the Rita Dean, founders J.D. Healy and Kathy Schultz realized the void in the death education in this country and decided to make death their life's work. Reopened in Hollywood, California, the Museum of Death houses the world's largest collection of serial murder artwork, photos of the Charles Manson crime scenes, the guillotined severed head of the Bluebeard of Paris. The guillotined severed head of the Bluebeard of Paris. Wow. And many other things. Anyway, it was a pretty cool experience. They're planning on expanding it more. It's a pretty large place, so they have a lot of room for expansion. And they have cool T-shirts and all kinds of little stuff that you can take back with you. So if you are in New Orleans, make it a destination. And we'll see you tomorrow night on V-Bite.